Good morning. I wanted to do a quick class for the hips. Yoga for the hips is what we're going to do today. I posted a picture about some stretches for shoulder mobility. And so with the hips, just wanted to do a video for you all. So here are my favorite yoga poses to open up the hips. So we'll start with a couple seated. The first one that I'm going to be showing you today is called Firelog pose. So ideally, we are going to be stacking our shins on top of each other if that is accessible. So what that looks like is your right shin will be put on top of your left, like Firelog, stacked on top of each other. You're going to keep your both feet flexed to protect the ankle, and ideally, this is where we're at. Really tight, maybe not, maybe our leg is up here. You want to use a pillow or something that you can really stuff up under here. And this one may be really intense. If it's not accessible, we're gonna do seated. So in our seat, your legs are not gonna be stacked on top of each other. We're gonna try to keep both of our feet on the ground here. And then, hands come out in front. Lean forward even a tiny bit. We may not go very far, and that's definitely fine. You're gonna feel this on the outside of your hip. So same thing here, we're gonna hold here for 30 seconds, a minute, however long you can hold this pose. Then we're gonna come back up and stack our left on top this time. So you can tell maybe one of your hips is tighter than the other. So supporting it with whatever prop you have here, and then we'll lean forward. Or again, switching sides, left leg is gonna be stacked out in front. And you can see both feet are on the ground, and we're gonna lean forward. So, Firelog is the first pose. Then, this one is called Rock the Baby, Cradle the Baby. You're gonna grab your foot and place it in the crease of your armpit here, or not your armpit, your elbow. Words are hard. You're gonna grab underneath if you can and rock side to side. Being away from all of my friends and all of you has compromised my brain's capacity to talk right now. And same thing, release the left, bring the right. If you can, even if you're here, lean forward a little bit, pretty intense. So these poses are meant for you to try them. You may not be able to do all of them, and that's definitely fine. And then I'm gonna come forward and show you a couple from this angle. So the first one, you're gonna bring your left leg out in front. You're gonna untuck the back toes. As you bring this knee back, it's gonna get pretty intense in your hip flexor here. So same thing, if you have big props that you can put your hands on top of for support, that's great. Or hands to the hips, holding this one. And then same thing, hands can come down. Shift the hips back. And this is a nice stretch for the hamstring. I like to go in between both of those poses. Then, as we come forward once more, both hands to the inside of the foot. So now we're in our lizard pose. I'll do this on the other side so you can see it as well. And so I'm gonna switch this way. So again, here we are in our low dragon pose, depending on how intense you want to get into this pose. Maybe even here is good. So breathe into these, relax the jaw. We clench our jaw a lot, especially when we're holding tension within the body. And same thing. Use something that you can place your hands on. And then when we come into lizard, hands are going to come to the inside. And if you can come all the way down to the ground, we're going to try for that. Also, as you come up, you can kick your back leg, reach behind with your opposite arm. And this is also a really nice, intense quad stretch. And come back down. The next pose is frog. So depending if you're at home and you have a really hard ground, maybe putting a blanket down. But ideally, the way I like to get into frog pose is hands out in front. You're gonna slowly start to bring your knees out wide. Your feet are gonna be turned out. Then you can bring your knees out one at a time. So toes are pointed out. It's like child's pose, but even more so, legs are wider. And same thing here, you can stack a pillow underneath here so you can lay down, coming all the way down if you would like. Or even staying up on your hands. To come out of this pose, be mindful. I like to bring one knee in first and then the other. Great. And next, I'm going to show pigeon pose. So with pigeon, easiest way to get into this pose, I like to come into a plank, and then I'm going to bring my left knee to that left wrist and come down. Untuck the back toes. We want to look behind that our leg is straight. Sometimes our leg may be like turned in weird directions. We want it to be straight. So if we can get into our pigeon, stay here or start to come down. Using a pillow, anything we need as a prop. And if pigeon pose is difficult to get into, I'm going to show you the alternate on the ground. So figure 4, as you come down, you'll cross your left shin, interlace hands underneath, keep both feet flexed. And staying here, and of course, switching sides. And next we'll come into butterfly. So feet come together, knees out. So kind of get play here a little bit, maybe bring the feet closer towards your midline or out a little bit farther. Like right here is pretty intense for me. So I would stay here. So find what works. You don't want to force yourself into the pose. You want to make sure that you're able to breathe while you're in it, because it's going to be really intense. But incorporating stretching every day, your body will definitely thank you. And you're going to come up here, and that is a quick down and dirty hip opening. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite? What else you want to see? Okay, thanks, friends.